Your next comic coming up to the stage, David Allen. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an Aquarius. He loves long walks on the beach and rock climbing. None of that's true. But how are you guys feeling tonight? By a round of applause, let me feel it! No, that's not enough. I'm sorry, I love you all, but that's not enough. You know what's tonight? You know what tonight's gonna happen? Alright, I'm a Zord, you're a Knight. You're a Zord, and tonight we're gonna combine and form a fucking Megazord, and we're gonna thwart Rita's plans on the moon. So I gotta know, combine tonight for an awesome night. Are you feeling? Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know what? You guys are such a great crowd. You guys are such a great crowd. You are, alright? You, all of you. You're such a great crowd. I feel like opening up. I do. Alright, this isn't a one-way relationship. I'm going to go ahead and open up my heart-shaped box right now. And I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm single now. Ladies that didn't mind going, ow, talk to me after the show. But I am single now. And I made the mistake of telling my mom that I was single. And she immediately came up with, well, you know what you should do? You should go to one of those Christian singles meets at the church. And I immediately hung my head and went, there is not enough time in the entirety of fucking existence for me to explain how bad of a fucking idea that is. Now, granted, it does have its pluses. It does. Because there is no better wingman than Jesus. It's awesome to walk into a singles Christian mixer and just go, yeah, this is my wingman, Jesus. Because he threw himself on a cross for your sins. He doesn't mind nailing a fat chick so that you can talk to the cute one. That's 100% accurate. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. But I have to humor my mom, absolutely. Because there's nothing more terrifying on God's green earth than mom rage. And if you've never experienced mom rage before, count yourself lucky, because I got to witness it firsthand. I went to go pick up one of my friends when I was 16 years old, just to, fucking do 16-year-old shit, just fuck around, throw fireworks at street racers, the classic 16-year-old shit. Did one person really clap for that? Did you throw... I was about to say, if you were a street racer when I was 16 years old and you had fireworks thrown at you, totally not my fault. That was another person, clearly that guy. But I was going over there to pick him up, and then all of a sudden, his mom just stopped him, because I went inside to pick him up. His mom just stopped him and goes, hey, excuse me, when are you going to make your bed today? And he responded the way that we all do, which is, why am I going to make my bed? All I'm going to do is sleep in it later tonight. Why should I make my bed? And that was the one straw that broke the camel's back. That's the one fucking point that broke the mom's psyche. And she immediately responded with, when you fucking shit, do you wipe your ass? You know you're going to shit again, but you wipe your ass anyway, don't you? Fucking make your bed. And then it was over, and she looked at me and goes, oh, what are you and your friend gonna do tonight? I was like, I'm gonna help this fucker make his bed. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. He slept on the floor for a month after that. Let's talk about what brings us all together here tonight. Let's talk about what brings us all here together tonight. Let's talk about drinking. How many hardcore fans of drinking have I got in the house? That's enough of us to start a riot. Let's fucking go. One trash can through a window, nobody's gonna call the cops. Fucking love that shit. I love drinking. I've learned a few things about drinking in my short term of doing it. I'm only 23, so I've only been hardcore drinking for about 8 years now, but I've learned a few things. First thing I've learned that it's never as cool of a story when you get away with something while drinking. It's never cool. No awesome drinking story ever ends with, yeah, and then nothing bad happened. We went back to my place, ate some pizza rolls, jacked off, and then went to sleep. Those are never cool stories. Great drinking stories always happen when, and then the cops showed up. And then her mom walked in. And then she woke up. And great drinking stories have all three. Another thing I've learned about drinking, my short term of doing it, I've learned that if you get arrested for a DWI, you can trade in your one phone call for 3 Facebook posts. Yeah, that's 100% accurate and awesome. 21st century, they have updated that shit. I got to see this in action. A friend of mine got arrested for a DWI. He posted up on Facebook, I'm in jail, somebody come bail me out. And he's not that good of a friend. So I immediately decided to finish watching the Doctor Who marathon. How am I going to know what happens next if I don't watch? But then an hour later, he changed his relationship status from single to in a relationship. And I realized I should probably get off my ass. Because somebody is currently in his. I know, it's tough. I picked him up, drove home. It is the most silent car ride I have ever heard in my life. The engine was afraid to make noise. That's how fucking awkward this situation was. All he did was pull out his phone and change his relationship status again from in a relationship to it's complicated. So I'm pretty sure who got poked in that relationship, but conjugal visits are a bitch to realize, that's all I'm saying. Guys feeling good?
Yeah.
Woo! I realized something the other day. I knew what I wanted to do with my life. I immediately wanted to sign up for radiation treatment. Some of you don't understand, I realize that. Partly because I smoke and I feel like it could be preventative. Secondly, because I checked the actual list of it and 299,999,999 people have gone through radiation treatment. And the actual odds on receiving superpowers through radiation treatment are 300 million to 1. So I realized I had... Some of you are like, I know somebody with cancer, that's not funny, they didn't get superpowers. The odds were not in their favor. That's all I'm saying. One person's just dying laughing at this. The rest of you are like, we have to wait for that guy to finish laughing. We have to wait for it, we do. Let's talk about something we can all get on board on. Let's talk about something related to cancer, but not quite of it. Let's talk about something we all love, we all enjoy. How many pot fans have I got in the house tonight? Let me hear it for the fans of marijuana. I'm not going to do a joke about that. I'm just kidding you. That's what we do on stage, we tell jokes. But I love weed, I do. But I figured something out about weed. When you smoke weed, there's only 7 conversations that can possibly happen between you and other people smoking weed. And they all begin the exact same way, which is... Alright, so dude. No, seriously, dude. No, I know, but dude. So if you had to fuck a guy, right? Absolutely, gun to your head, had to fuck a guy, who would it be? And the correct answer is Al Pacino, alright? That's only one. Let's give a round of applause for Al Pacino. The only man straight guys can fuck. But there's another conversation that I absolutely love, which is, dude, if you could have any superpower in the world, what would it be? And most people say pretty boring, pretty mundane shit. They're like, I wish I could teleport so I could be at 7-Eleven now. I wish I could be invisible so I could hang out in Victoria's Secret dressing rooms all day. I figured out the correct answer for this, and there is only one correct answer. I want superpowers like Jesus. Couple Jesus fans in the house, glad to hear it. Those of you that are skeptical, allow me to explain. There's no part of superpowers like Jesus that wouldn't suck, alright? Turn some water into wine, be a big hit at parties, cure some lepers on the weekend, earn a little bit of extra cash. The only part that I could think that would suck is that nobody'd be impressed when I water skied anymore. That's pretty good. Still balances out to okay. I was thinking about Jesus the other day, and I realized that there's a huge part of Jesus' life that has not been commented on at all, which is Jesus was an excellent carpenter. Nobody ever talks about that shit, but he was an amazing carpenter. So you know, when he was carrying the cross, he had to look at it at least once or twice and just gone, this is some shoddy fucking workmanship. There's no way this son of a bitch is going to hold me up. It needs at least 3 more nails in it. Oh no, wait, they're bringing him now. If you're wondering whether you're going to go to hell for laughing at that, yes you are. But don't worry, because there's going to be a party at my villa later. Hope you're all fucking there. Did you folks have a good time tonight? I had a blast performing for you. The next comic coming up is definitely going to rock you. We all have a great time performing in this competition. And the last thing I want to leave you with is I want all the comics to join in with me. 1, 2, 3.
You fall!
Good night.
All right, let's throw it to our judges, Jim McCarty.
Howdy, Jim.
Okay, we got a little backwards. I think he wanted to. Okay.
Pick a spot and let's stick with it. Shit.
I don't care. There's 2 things I have to say. One, and that is that your time got tangled up a couple times, but other than that, you did real well. And about a month and a half ago, I was sitting in front of a doctor, actual story, with my father who has cancer, and they were talking about irradiating him with a double dose of irradiation.
Then he's going to get double the superpowers.
I asked, I said, if a spider bites him, will he get superpowers? And the doctor, without blinking, said no, but the spider will glow.
So the spider has superpowers?
about what I came out with. But I think you did a really good job. I like your warped sense of humor. I've got the same type of humor, so I love it. I think you did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Crystal Mayo.
David, well, first of all, you got a great voice. You have a great energy on stage. When you get up on stage, you command attention and people give it to you. You know what you're doing. You're a pro at it. You're obviously very, very serious about your stand-up. So just as usual, great job, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, let's bring Dwayne Barry.
David, I mean, you know, we've known each other for a while, and you know I'm not a real big fan of that religious humor. But that's just my own personal opinion.
Well, I try to do religious humor as best I can with, like, non-offensive. Just saying that Jesus is an excellent carpenter and he is an excellent wingman.
Yeah, well,
those are facts.
Nice try. But that's all right. That's just my opinion there. But my suggestion on some of your comedy is profanity is one thing, and that's fine and great and wonderful. But there's some of the stories, like I was thinking about the bed making story was really a funny story. But if you would make it a little more on the realistic side, where people could really relate to it a little more, there's not a whole lot of mothers that are going to be like saying, "Fucking go do this" and "fucking this," you know. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you would have just kind of left maybe some of that profanity out and went with the mother telling them, you know, to go make the bed, it kind of chose a little bit different way to.
Yeah, bring it down to mom level
Right.
instead of drunken comedy.
That's a really freaking funny story, though. By the way, that's a good.
Thank you.
comedy.
It's brand new. I just realized that.
You did
talking to a
good.
couple friends of mine.
You did good.
Thank you.
And the only other criticism that I would have for you is I love your energy on stage, but if you'll maybe learn to work your mic a little more. It's, when you get really loud and then you're really loud, you know, you understand what I'm saying? If you back off with the mic a little bit when you get really loud.
I definitely understand that I eat the mic.
It's a little bit less painful.
But it's
if
so
you-
delicious. It has all that comedy dripping off of it. I have to eat it
I
every now and
understand.
then.
Good job. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Allen. Good work, David. Good work. right.